Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brett Keane.
Brett Keane, you're not as slick as you think. Caught in a lie, fuck knows how many times. Brett Keane, you're not as slick as you think. Except for the sleaze that secretes from your teeth. Trusted just as much as sin. A wolf in sheep's clothing just won't begin to justify the scorn you've drawn. No one will shed a tear when we know you're gone. I try to stay away from you. Brett Keane, you're not as slick as you think. Caught in a lie, but knows how many times. Brett Keane, you're not as slick as you think. Except for the sleaze that secretes from your teeth. Dearest Brett, we've done the math. We found all the stories come directly from your ass. Not a single syllable you uttered could ever fix the house of cards you tore apart, so just remember this. Brett Keane, you're not as slick as you think. Caught in a lie, but knows how many times. Brett Keane, you're not as slick as you think. Except for the sleaze that secretes from your teeth. Now it's just what it do. Now it's just what it do. Now it's just what it do. Brett Keane, you're not as slick as you think. Caught in a lie, fuck knows how many times. Hey! Brett Keane, you're not as slick as you think. Except for the sleaze that secretes from your teeth. Brett Keane, you're not as slick as you think. Caught in a lie, fuck knows how many times. Brett Keane, you're not as slick as you think. Except for the sleaze that secretes from your teeth.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Why did somebody in the DP fam send me Jared's dick? What the fuck?
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to DP. This is episode 1719. Doing it live back again. Welcome, one and all. Thanks for being here. We got Shabisky back again. Just a quick reminder, everybody that's a patron, $10 or above, we will be doing one of our 2 monthly movie reviews live on Patreon immediately following this episode. And the people have spoken. It was close, but we did end up coming to the conclusion that the movie we will be watching tonight is Ghostbusters. So those are the plans for tonight. And I made a funny thumbnail that I thought I had in the playlist, but I don't see it, so I'm just going to throw it back in there. I thought this was funny. Here it is. I was like, what would rhyme with Ghostbusters? And I'm like, oh, gross fuckers. So, yep. Yeah, it's a pretty good squad of Ghostbusters right there, right? I think so. So, yeah, you can catch that live tonight. The link is in the description to sign up for Patreon. Patreon really helps the show a lot, so I would ask that you please subscribe over there. Also, Patreon's a good place to sign up just for as a free member, because if anything ever happens to this channel or any of the other social media accounts, that's one place where I can send out a message to everybody. And, you know, you'll get it even in like an email notification of it and that sort of thing. So even if you don't got the extra cash or you just don't want to sign up as a paid subscriber, there's a free subscriber option over there. And you don't even have to create an account. You can just use your Google account, just like with pretty much anything these days. You just click and sign into your Google account and you're in. So please at least sign up for a free membership. If you're willing, though, to become a patron at the $10 level or more, or you're already one, you're going to want to hang out tonight live and watch us react to gross fuckers. And then, like, if you're watching this after the fact, you can, sign in. You can watch it after the fact. So I have some breaking news, actually, before we get into the stream tonight. Apparently, a half hour ago, before this stream even went live, there was a privacy complaint filed against this video right here, claiming that the first second of this video, which was a music video, is somehow violating somebody's privacy. That's weird to claim the beginning of a video that didn't even exist when this claim was filed.
Yeah. Gee, I wonder
Brett.
who did that.
Yeah, it's so stupid. I knew the thumbnail would get to him.
Huh.
The thumbnail is a photo that Emily posted in the Drunken Peasants fan group, which we'll get to in a second here. We are going to get to all that. It's a photo that she posted publicly to the entire fan group. And I just took that photo and AI'd Brett looking over their shoulders all like weird and creepy. So that's what we did.
Brett in its natural state.
Yep.
Oh,
it's so
yeah,
funny
boy.
that Brett can make a privacy complaint when he's done he's done so much shit to violate other people's privacy. The amount of hypocrisy that he displays on a daily basis is just breathtaking. I don't know how else to say it. Now, there is a Drunken Peasants fan group that still exists on Facebook. If you search for it, you'll find it. It's a group. It's not like the main DP Facebook page. There's like a fan group. Okay? And if you want to join it and you fill out the questionnaire, I'll let you in. It's been there forever, and you can still go and see it. The reason I'm saying that is because back in September of 2019, a woman named Emily joined. I'll show you the actual original thread. We're going to go through it in screenshots because it's just easier to see. But
Shabmonkey, thy public drunkenness has offended God, and he must be punished. If any should see thee, they are to bind thee in chains and bring thee to the magistrates assembled at the court in the shire in which ye dwell.
Holy shit.
That guy's got a fucked up name, Zero the Dawn.
Zeo the Dawn. What a fucked up name that guy's got. How many atheists do you think got killed during the reign of Zeo? Let me blow my nose real quick.
So, a woman named Emily claiming that she had been engaged to Brett Keane's son started this thread, and there were a lot of questions. If you want to see the thread in its originality, you can go and join the group. I'll approve as long as you answer the questions, because you have to be at least 18, and there's a few other questions. You have to agree to certain things before you get let in. But you can see this thread. The original thread is still there, okay? But I'm going to go through it in screenshots right now because it's just easier for viewing and not scrolling through everything and all that. So, all right, we are going to kind of start at the top here. So here's the post I just showed you. 317 comments on this, September 19th, 2019. And we'll just see how she responds to a lot of these questions. By the way, there's no fucking doubt in the world that Emily was, in fact, dating Brett's son, Xavier, for years. Okay? When I confronted Brett about this after Brett made the Pimp Monk video a year ago. And surprise, surprise, his original instinct when I did that was to lie and say he didn't know who she was. That I was just like making this up. You know, and that his son has this woman that he's in love with. They're going to get married and they live together. Which, by the way, now in the Brett verse, Brett's son is broken up with that girlfriend, which is interesting. But anyway, Brett lied, and then I confronted him with photos of them together, and then he started doing they're posted photos of my family type thing. Brett has no problem posting photos of other people's family, by the way. And I'm not going to post anything that isn't important to this. So here's... For this person here, Noah, asked the question, for validation purposes, how did you find out about this group? I don't care if it's long, let loose. And then Emily says, I just Googled Brett, found the DP YouTube channel, and then looked them up here. And then Noah says again, so you knew them personally and then decided to look them up and found out about this whole thing? No kidding. Did you ever meet Brett Keane personally? And she says, I was engaged to his son. I spent the night and was there all the time. So Brett claims he never met this person, didn't even know about her, didn't know her name, didn't recognize her, but she was at his house all the time. And like, it'd be easy to be like, yeah, this is bullshit if there wasn't like literal evidence that they were in fact a couple. And not just a couple, but engaged. The only thing I didn't 100% prove was that she was pregnant with a little Keane at one point. I guess she miscarried, and we'll get into that. Anyway, she said, I was engaged to his son. I spent the night there all the time. I've known about DP for a year and a half. I just never did anything. And then someone else named Damon asks, what was his house like? And Emily says, dirty. It smelled like piss. Constantly smelled like piss. It's very run down, and I give Dawn credit for trying to keep it clean. So Dawn gets all the credit for trying to keep it clean. And working. Funny how that works. Damn, Brett. Let's see. So, honestly, I could imagine that how he was. I've only ever seen him dealt on the internet. But as a dude, how was he? And Emily says, oh, shit. Let me start at the top, actually. What was Brett like? How did he act? Or any pics of you and son together? And she goes, plenty. They've all been deleted off my phone, but I think there's some on his profile. So she went to his profile and pulled these. Brett is an abusive piece of shite. All right. And then someone asked about
fuck Jetesis,
what he's like.
Piece of shit. Fuck Jetesis, that fat piece of shit. Fuck Jared.
Yeah. Thank you, by the way. I appreciate you. She said Brett's not a good dude, very pushy. I never felt safe alone with him. And then she posted the picture of her with Brett's son. And I did download the picture. This is how I got the picture in the thumbnail. And this is actually from his Facebook, I believe. Because it says with Emily. So there's that. Here's a picture of them together. Clearly Brett Keane's son.
Yeah.
So then Peyton here says, what was your first impression of the Drunken Peasants when they brought up Brett Keane? Did you buy Brett's bullshit? If so, what made you change your mind? She said, I don't remember the first impression. To be honest, I think I was kind of confused, and I never believed any of it. Did you leave on bad terms with his son? She said, not bad, not good. I lost his baby, and his dad forced us to break up, and his son is a pussy, so he did. Then Brett tried to get back together and move in with me so we could try for another. Oh, no. Then okay, so they tried to get back together again. We weren't trying in the first place. So Peyton says, holy shit, I'm sorry for the loss of the child, but Brett shouldn't have acted in such a disgusting manner. Then Emily says, so yeah, I was pregnant with Brett Keane's first grandchild. So I've heard Brett's son is an atheist. Is that correct? And do you think that Brett is an atheist and just tries to milk the religious community for as much money as he can get? She says, Xavier is a Buddhist. Is that his real name? She says, yes. He's in a few old videos, and he was. Brett put his son in his videos at one point. Like his face and everything. Those are still out there, too, by the way. This person, Marcus, says, legitimately asking if you're okay.
My thoughts are that I want to start advocating or adopting.
Brett, you're so stupid. Why do you not understand that nobody would know anything about you, your family?
My thoughts is that
yes. It's you guys get the gist of that. So someone asked if you ever had a job or whatever. Emily says, I don't think he was on disability. It was all Dawn and his son's money. He stole money from his son. And then Marcus says, shocker. Well, glad you're out. Good luck with what comes next in your life. Hope all goes well. And she says, Emily says, my current boyfriend helps me make fun on their family, so I'm chill. And then this person asked for proof, and she posts like all of this stuff here. And a lot of it had to do with their engagement. I have these too. There's her, talking about dating Xavier for 2 years. But Brett didn't know her. Brett's such a good father, and he's in tune with his kids, but he doesn't know this woman that dated his son for 2 years. Crazy how that works. How'd that work, Brett? Damn, and you're already flagging this. You flagged this video before it even existed. Oh.
How you doing, Brett?
He's a fucking coward.
Yeah.
It's funny what a coward
you're
he is.
watching.
God. Ugh. And then here they are talking about, she's tagging Brett's son about a queso fountain, which is something that happens at weddings. There's like chocolate fountains and cheese fountains and that kind of shit. So this is just kind of showing that there was at least talk of a marriage at some point. All married, engaged, or dating couples, make this your status and answer honestly. And then, so she's speaking as if they're engaged. I don't know if there was a ring involved. I don't know the details. She's claiming they were engaged. An engagement isn't usually like a legal contract. It's literally verbal. So, you know, who knows how serious it was, but she's claiming it was. And there's just things to back that up. So, and this person says, oh, so this is why in one episode TJ called him Xavier. Didn't get it at the time. Why? Why would you not get it? At least he was claiming that was the name. It's his legal name, but they call him Daniel. Ashley says, no questions. Just really sorry you had to go through that. No one deserves that at all. And happy you got away from them. And then Emily says, unfortunately, his daughter will probably never get to leave. And then Ashley says, can you call social services? And Emily says, I need to gather evidence, but I've considered it. And this was back in 2019, so obviously Brett's daughter is an adult now. But here, Emily claims she's 17. Here it's considered an adult. It might be an adult in some ways, but I don't know. In Missouri, I don't think. I mean, like, you can't vote and you can't, like, join the military. You might be able to sign up, but you can't actually get shipped off. I don't know. Anyway, but I digress, Tibbs. All right, let's see what this one says. Stuart here says, I have a theory about Brett. Tell me if this sounds like him to you. Brett only became a God believer because he was going to lose out on money from his aunt, I think it was. So he curved his public belief, but is still actually an atheist and never really believed in any God beliefs. In their house, it's wrong there, but I'm nitpicking here. Are there things or tells that say we believe God, Bibles, religious paintings, or anything? And she says, no, none of that. And he doesn't have an aunt, not that I'm aware of. And then Stuart's like, Brett's an atheist confirmed. And Emily's like, no, I don't think he is. I just don't think he has a heavy belief. Okay. And then some of these questions, God, it's so embarrassing. Have you seen Brett Keane nude? And Emily says, ew, no. And then she says, I'm pretty sure he's seen me nude, though. And then Josh says, actually, that's so fucked. And Emily says, yeah, he fucking got off to me and his son having sex. And then Daniel says, that's fucked. Who knows if this is true? This is what she's saying. It is weird. I think there's a little more on it here. 100% genuine question. When you said yes to his son, were you in love with him? And what happened to loose that love? Mm-hmm. Emily says, I loved him so much. He was the first person I was ever in love with. Hell, I still love him. However, he became a mean person. Not abusive, just mean. I blame Brett. I think Brett's just a failure as a father. And I think his son can make the turnaround. He just needs to unlearn everything his shitty father taught him. He was becoming his dad. There it is. And I wanted things to work out, but Justin, Brett's brother's baby's mama, started harassing me, and no one was standing up for me. I had enough. So when he left after the miscarriage, I just didn't go back when he wanted us to move in together. And then she's like, her current boyfriend's a good dude, and she introduced him to the world of Brett Keane. We laughed at the songs for like an hour. That's funny. That is hilarious. So there's more to get to. I have to go to I didn't get to go to the bathroom before we started. Like, I already had to go before we started. So I'm going to put you full screen really quick, and I'll come right back, and then we'll react to the rest of this here.
Boy, Ben's got to take a poo-poo, guys.
It's poo-poo time, boy. Ooh-wee. Full screen scrub. Who's this guy? I don't know. But he looks cute. I like him. I'm gonna open up this beer. You guys think, should I? Burp Bisky. Yeah, what's up, Whiskey? How's everybody doing? Make sure to hit the like button for us, guys. It helps the stream do better. You shut up, cousin Matt. I'm the best. I'm the greatest. How about, let's see, what are we at with likes? Sure, we can do something. What? Hold on. We have 130 people or 124 people watching, but we only have 32 likes? What the fuck is that? Everyone, hit the like button. About 50 likes and I'll chug this beer. Can we get there? You got to be able to do that easily with 125 viewers. Get us to 50 viewers for me to chug, or sorry, 50 likes rather. Shalikski? Whoa. I'm chibi. Yeah, that's cool, Thomas. It's been a long time since I've been fishing.
Yeah, where I grew up, there was giant lakes everywhere. So I grew up fishing, but I don't do it because I feel bad now. Like, I can't do it.
Yeah?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I can't even, like, squash a bug or whatever, you know? So.
Squash them for fun.
All right. Let me see. Here's the next one. What is the deepest secret you know about him? And she says, I don't know. But I'm 99% sure he got off by listening to me and his son having sex. And then she says, I was 16 to 17. And this person says, that's fucked up. And then she was like, he liked when we had sex, but hated when I got pregnant. And I'm like thinking like, is it because, like Brett knew his son's money was going to start going towards like having to be a father?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody wanted me to briefly look horrified for some reason, so I did that for a moment.
Do what now?
No, something somebody said in the chat.
Check Brett's Twitter. Has whining about you to YouTube again.
Oh, I know.
Puts his children at risk.
I know. I looked. He does this every day. It's like, what's at risk here? He just wants he doesn't want this talked about. That's what's going on. He's such a fucking crybaby. And thank you, by the way. I appreciate you so much. You see that, Brett? You see that, Brett? You see that? Oh my God, he's claiming that I'm doxing someone's address. I have not shown anything that even remotely looks like an address here. His latest tweet to Team YouTube and YouTube support, he's claiming that I post an address. And I haven't posted anything that even remotely looks like an address. He has to lie. It's so sad. It's so pathetic. Oh, Brett. I'm gonna milk those manatee udders of yours more and more and more, Bretty. Uncle Bretty. Milking those manatee udders. You're a lull. He's a lull sea cow.
Yeah, boy. Cheers, you guys.
Music to my ears. All right.
Yeah. Brett, what did you think of that cool 102? That was cool, right?
He loves it. He loves it.
Yeah, he loves it.
All right, here's the next one. This person asks, the biggest questions are, does Brett have a jorb? What industry does he work in if he does have a jorb? And Emily says, he does not. And this person says, not surprised. Thanks.
Yeah.
And then David says, does Brett smell as bad as his appearance would lead you to believe? And Emily says, yes, it's really bad. Do you see this, Brett? Brett, do you see this?
Damn.
Holy shnikes.
You stinky, Brett.
You stink. You so stinky. You're a little stinker.
Oh, damn, Bretty.
Brett, you're a little stinker. Here's Josh here says, on any given day, how many times would you hear Brett say individual situation? And Emily's like, he ends every sentence with situation. Oh, my God.
Situation.
How does he react to the fact that he's a manatee? His son hates it. Never brought it up to Brett because I didn't want him to hit me.
Whoa. Damn, Brett.
Damn.
Why aren't women scared of you doing such a thing?
It's crazy.
Interesting.
Let's see here. What's the worst thing Brett ever did as far as you know? And she says, when I had my miscarriage, he called me names and banned me from their house and forced his son to leave me. And then she says this, which is crazy. His daughter has brain damage from his abuse.
This is true, Bretty? Is this true, Gretch?
Gretch Queen.
Damn it, Gretch.
All right. Let's see here.
Gretch Queen.
This person says, how the fuck does he get money? Also, how much weed does he smoke? He used to openly do it in videos and then years later claimed he's never even tried it. And then Emily says, I'm not sure, but his son has some kind of fucked up experience from it because when I smoked, he cried and was scared. I think Brett did something to him as a kid. Ha! Brett's putting his children at risk. Yeah, all of Brett's kids are adults. Get fucked, Brett. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, his son is like nearly 30. I think he's like 28 years old or something. So he's not a little kid.
Mm-hmm. Oh, leave my family alone. Okay, stop attacking my family.
Matthew asks, why are you no longer engaged? And then Emily says, I had a miscarriage in May. Just a reminder, this post that this thread that she started was originally posted in September of 2019. So they were a couple all the way up until May of 2019. And when they were older teenagers up until like their early adulthood in May of 2019. So she said, I had a miscarriage in May. Brett found out and gave him an ultimatum of either moving out or leaving me, and he chose to leave. Then wanted to move in with me, and I wouldn't let him. So we're no longer together. And then Ashley here says, bunch of water-headed idiots. And Emily says, his daughter is the sweetest person I've met. Yeah, I don't know anything about her, and I'm not going to say anything about her.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely sorry that it went down like that for you. And Emily says, I'm just glad I didn't give birth to baby Keane. Also, and then Emily says again, also his brother's baby is mama. she's talking about Justin's, like, baby's mom, is the reason I got pregnant because she has an obsession with his son and poked holes in the condoms we were using. I don't know anything about that. But this is the accusation. I don't know anything about that. If that's true, that's like next level crazy to do something like that. All right. This person says, "Do you think that Dorn would be okay without Brett? I always was under the impression that she and the little one were innocent in the situation that is Brett Keane. Sucks to see someone, especially children, stuck with people like that." And Emily says, "I don't know. She's so controlled by him," talking about Dorn. And then Emily said he hit her because she knew I was pregnant and he didn't. So the accusation is Emily told Dorn that she was pregnant but didn't tell Brett, and then Brett found out and hit Dorn because of it, is the accusation. And by the way, yes, this thread still exists. You can read it in its entirety. Did you ever know Brett all these questions about Brett having a job? Did you ever know Brett to have a job? What does Don do to support them all? And Emily says he never did. Don and his son have the jobs. Don had to be unemployed for a little because she almost had her leg amputated. So Dawn almost had her leg amputated but was still working. And Brett still didn't help with housework.
He was busy talking to Eve and stuff. Oh, this
is way before Eve. This is way, way, way before. I think my only other question is Brett a drunk? I don't know. Emily says I think right here she's talking about Brett's son working at McDonald's, which I also think Dawn worked at for a little while. I think that's what that's all about. How did you find out that Brett was listening to you and his son fucking? And Emily says, you could see his shadow under the door. Must have been bad in bed if you were watching shadows under the door. He was decent for a little while, but most of the time it sucked. God. Oh, my God. So what's an average day in the life of Brett Keane consist of? And Emily says sleeping, peeing, eating literally everything in the house, video games, hitting his kid. God, it's so bad. Brett, come on, man. And then this person says, not at all working then? And Emily says, you're funny. He hasn't had one as long as his 21-year-old son can remember. So, like, they were together at, like, 16 and broke up when he was 21. So, like, they're together, like, multiple years, 3, 4, 5, depending on how old she is. I don't know how much of an age difference there is between Emily and Brett's son. But it was multiple years. I'm just reminding you, Brett's first instinct when I brought this up, which I never brought up before the Pimp Monk thing happened, his first instinct was to lie about it and claim he didn't even know her at all. Didn't even know who she was. So, and for those of you who weren't here earlier, before this here live stream that we're doing right now that you're watching started, I got a privacy complaint on this video. For the first second of this video, which didn't even exist when the complaint was filed. Miss Streisand. Sorry, Miss Streisand. We can't film you from your right side. We must film you from your left side. All right. Dustin here says, you claim Brett is abusive piece of shit. What are some things you saw that make you say that? Physically or mentally or both? And then Emily here says, his daughter has special needs and he calls her a retard. He hits them all. Stopped doing it when his son was a teen, but continues to do it to Dawn and his daughter. He called me a whore for getting pregnant by his son. Which is crazy. Brett attacks his own family. Brett has claimed to be about 6'5". Do you think that's about accurate, or is it another case of Brett lying because he's insecure? He's an insecure piece of shit. Emily says he's like 6 feet. Definitely not that tall. I'm 5'1", and I come to his shoulder, maybe a little taller. Yep. Damn, Brett. The lies stacking up. Stacking a porn, stacking up the lies, Brett. So that was basically exactly what we thought it was with that one. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have one more thing here.
Sounds like he's shorter than 6 foot if she's 5'1" at his shoulder.
Yeah, she's probably just taking like a ballpark kind of guess.
Yeah. 5'1's pretty short.
This is me actually talking to Emily in September of 2019. This is just, this is just me clarifying everything.
You should play the Psi 10 Atheist opera song.
I have done that in the past, like not too long ago. So I don't know. I guess I could, but what the fuck is going on here?
Oh, the Brett Keane like cartoon thing.
Yeah, by Psi 10 Atheist.
Okay. Yeah.
Brett Keane, the motherfucking opera. Like I've played it before.
Yeah. Yeah.
My stupid fucking program that downloads shit is being stupid as hell. Anyway, let's see.
So I said I'd chug a beer at 50 likes, so I'm gonna chug a beer. Everybody hit the like button if you haven't yet. The likes help the stream do better, guys. Dang.
Brett, if I got your wife pregnant and moved in the house, you'd never forget me or my name. You know this woman. That's why you hate when we talk about this. You're such a liar. It's true. The weird thing is that he cares about his reputation when it's like in the shitter more than pretty much anybody.
My dingy room with my pajamas on, adding more shit to my wish list on Amazon. Send to my home address a cornucopia of shit to distract me from my agoraphobia. I dream of Hollywood and of a better life, but until that day, I'll beat up my wife. I'm gonna beat my wife. I will punch her in the fucking face.
Back and forth between atheism and being a gourd believer. Ooh, the stacks of cash.
I wrote a masterpiece of gothic fiction. It's sold to copy, so I face eviction. Please pay my legal fees and pay my rent for me, or I will accuse you of attacking my family. this state of misery. Such an inspiring place, it moves me to punch my wife in the face. Her fat, stupid face. I will knock out all her fucking teeth.
And then she kills him with a fucking forklift.
Damn, Dorn. Go Dorn.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
You get him, Dorn. Just a quick reminder that tonight we will be doing our live reaction to a classic film that rhymes with gross fuckers, but it's not. It's a different movie. You can sign up. There's a link in the description below through Patreon. We're gonna hang out and do it live. If you don't get to see it live, that's cool. You can watch the replay. But yeah, we're gonna do a live reaction of it tonight. So sign up, link in the description. All the patrons, $10 and more. You get to see it. You don't want to miss it. Right, Shabisky?
Yeah, baby boo. Yeah.
Baby Joel.
Yeah, we're the... I don't know. I kind of like ghost fuckers, though.
Yeah, it sounds like a weird porno movie name almost.
Yeah, ghost fuckers.
Yeah. But I was like, what rhymes with Ghostbusters? And I'm like, oh, gross fuckers. Those gross fuckers over there. They're gross. So that's what I was thinking. But yeah, we're doing it after this stream. You can sign up. I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Description.
Let's see. I guess we're gonna check out the latest from GMan.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cheers, you guys.
He's doing one of his usual streams. I'll play it right now.
We need the intro, though, boy. The intro.
Oh, okay. Let's...
The man intro.
You know what? Yeah, I'll do it. Let's do...
The difference between me and you is that I'm gay.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'm stepping on the mic like I'm licensed to ill. Talking about G-Man living life on the DL for real. He acts all tough, chest puff, calling names. But backstage he's taking it straight in the butt, no shame. Says he's a straight shooter, but we know the truth. He's on his knees in the green room, sucking on the proof. Drinking that special sauce like it's vitamin D. Gulp, gulp, swallow, that's his secret recipe. He's out here fronting hard, but we see through the cap. Every time he logs on, another L gets slapped. Now loud mouth, thus he got him in a permanent feud. But everybody sees attention, they both acting rude. 1 minute screaming insults, next minute eyes lock. Sexual tension so thick, you could cut it with a cock block. G-Man denies it, says I ain't that way. But we all heard the rumors from the Discord buffet. He got on in every debate, facts hit him like a truck. Tried to say starving kids ain't real, bro, what the fuck? You got cooked so bad, even your fans looked away. Now you're in the comments crying, it's just a joke, okay? Career is one long L streak, denying hungry children while he's out here looking weak. He'll battle anybody, but he always takes the fall, getting bodied on stream, then deleting it all. Loudmouth, thus he got him heated. Polls start the race, they argue for hours, but it's foreplay in your face. One wants to fight, one wants to, well, you know the rest. Closeted crusader, failing every single test. So raise your hand if you know this cat's a fraud. G-Man's in the closet, doing things with the squad. We ain't hating, just stating facts on the beat. Old school style, license to spill the tea.
right. Okay. Now I'll just... I didn't get a chance to... I normally download the videos just in case there's a problem, but... Oh, God. Oh, no. This isn't what I wanted. This is...
It got me so humiliated.
People are discriminating against wolves.
I didn't mean to play the action news intro, too. See, I'm just a mess now.
And you better well learn to love it.
I'm a mess now. How could I do that? It's right here. All right, here we go. He's a balloon in the Macy's Day Parade? All right, here we go. The GTV network.
I'm done being nice.
Why is
Hello,
his hat...
everybody.
All right.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
G-Man has his hat like often like off center, and he puts a weird crease in the bill of all of his hats. It's very weird.
Instead of rounding it,
right, like
people
this.
do if you want it to, yeah, because you might want it to be a little.
I
bit
can
more
bend
equal
it, but
like
I wouldn't
that.
put a crease in it.
Yeah. Normally people do that. They round it more. They don't make it into. I don't know. Yeah, he's a weird creature.
Let's cut down the echo a little bit. No, that's too
He tries to cut down the echo, but then the echo gets.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to.
He said, listen, when he's like, let's cut down the echo, he doesn't have an echo. And then after he cuts down on the echo gets crazy. So I think he was trying to turn it down, but he turns it like way the fuck up.
No, that's too much. All right,
Listen.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Hold on. No. We got to hear it really quick here. All right. Hold on. It's too good.
I'm done being nice.
That's a
Hello,
little...
everybody. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's do something here. Let's cut down the echo a little bit. No, that's too much. All right, my little echo here. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
No, it was better. He was like, let's cut down the echo, and you couldn't hear one. And he's like, oh, wait, that's too much. And he turns it back up, and it sounds like he's in a fucking cave.
The channel formerly known as Sewing and Raping, now known as GTV. And this is going to be a rather embarrassing video.
I told him in his chat, it sounds like
you
Lou
guys
Gehrig's
know as,
retirement speech. Today.
I think a lot of you are going to find this stream to be pretty interesting about how I choose on doing things in the future. See, I think up until this point, I've been nice, I've been respectable.
How you
I think I've
choose
been
on doing
more
things
than
in the
fair. I think
future.
I've been reasonable. I think I've been a lot of things. Okay, I even took a break because I got injured, and there's some other things that was going on in my life that I had to do or whatever. Yet there's still this clown on the internet that refuses to shut up when it comes to me. See what you guys say in the chat here real quick. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have made a executive decision for the channel formerly known as Sewing and Reaping, now known as
Stop with this, formerly known as. It's been too long. Okay?
That's a funny one, Elaine. Let me say hello to everybody here who got here early, because I'm going to start acknowledging people again as I pretty much got my plans down, what I'm going to be doing in the future. Art Truth, cut both ways.
Art Truth?
We got No Justice, No Peace is here. We got
yeah!
We got
wow.
Doing
progress on this goal. Oh yeah, cheers.
We have
I'm glad we're getting closer to the ghoul tonight because there's no stream tomorrow. Trubisky's doing his own thing tomorrow. We'll be back on Monday, but yeah, there's no DP stream tomorrow. So thank you for helping me get to almost 40% of the ghoul already.
Yeah, boy.
I think that's everybody who's leaving comments. Eileen Boney, I think. Yeah. So I think I pretty much named everybody. If I didn't get everybody who was here early, I'm sorry. But welcome to the channel formerly known as Sewing and Reaping, now known as GTV. But I made an executive decision on this channel. And I think it's time to start getting technical on here. And when I say it's time to start getting technical on here, I mean, I'm going to get so technical, I'm going to bore people to tears on here. You see, I made a mistake in the past. In the past, I referred to this YouTube channel known as Loudmouth Hussy as Loudmouth Hussy. Did you know legally I don't have to do that? I found out a lot of stuff. Today, I don't gotta do.
Okay, so he found out that he doesn't have to call Hussy legally. It's like, what? No, I mean, like, you have the First Amendment. You can say his real name if you want to. Like, legally, it might violate. It's up in the air with terms of service type stuff, but legally, no, it's not illegal to say someone's real name. That's not illegal. You can talk about ethics, you can talk about terms of service, but legally, no. And why did you think you couldn't say his name? That's so weird. G-Man is so weird because he'll be like, I didn't know this. Wow, he won't know like basic things about the law, but then he'll claim to be like an expert on all this shit. It's so weird.
He's his own lawyer.
One of the things I don't gotta do is refer to that YouTube channel as Loudmouth Hussy. Do you want to know why? Come on, guys. Come on.
Why?
Come on, we all know this. Part of this video, you guys know where I'm going with this. Unfortunately for Hussy, he made a very big mistake on here, and you're all gonna see it for yourself. He can't lie his way out of this one. And this is for Carrie. This is for Negs. This is for DC Media Girl.
God.
This is for Tragic. This is for this is for GP 316 and Unicorn Girl and everybody out there who's had to endure
EDP.
this YouTube channel, which I will no longer refer to that YouTube channel as Loudmouth Hussy. I don't have to.
G-Man, there's way too much echo on this. Like, there should be, like, for something that's not, like, singing, there should probably be, like, no echo, if not maybe, like, a little reverb. I would call it reverb, not echo. They're a little bit different. But I would turn it maybe a little bit, but it shouldn't sound like you're in a cave, which it does. It sounds like I'm on the outs at the door of the cave, and you're, like, like 300 feet in the cave, like talking to me. That's what it sounds like.
He's not.
Loudmouth Hussy doesn't exist, but David Anthony does. In fact, I'm going to be talking to David Anthony a lot in this particular video because David Anthony has got some problems that he's going to have to deal with. You see, ever since I found out that David Anthony is the owner of that YouTube channel, and that David Anthony is the one.
I don't know what he's talking about. I think he's talking about Hussy's lawyer or something.
People that are watching me know my history on here, and you know how I do things on here. So pay attention. Pay attention. Okay? David Anthony is the owner of the YouTube channel. David Anthony is the one collecting the money for whoever's running the YouTube channel, because I don't recognize the idiot that shows up on that channel all the time. I just don't. I recognize David Anthony because he's the person that I'm responding to in this video. I'm responding to David Anthony because David Anthony is the one that is allowing all of this stuff to go on here. What is he allowing to go on? What is he letting go on his YouTube channel? Well, we're going to get into that today, but first, I got a little video I want you guys to take a look at. And I've had this video for a while. It was not done on my YouTube channel. It was done on a friend's YouTube channel. See, you had this coming. You had this coming. You've been getting on here, and this is what people are telling me on here. I don't watch your content because you're boring, all right? But when I'm hearing from people for months,
you don't sound bored by him. Like, you sound very hyped up about whatever he's doing. You sound the opposite of bored.
Pray this is not true. Pray. That you've been telling people that you have a TRO against me? A temporary restraining order on me? and that you served me. This is what you told people on here.
You got
terms
served.
and definitions. No, we're not talking about sewer service. That's too easy. We're not talking about frivolous court cases. That's too easy. My name is G-Man. I do things differently on here.
Yeah,
Since I know that David Anthony technically is the owner of that channel, and technically Ken Concoction or Loudmouth Hussy or Miss Sasha, what did they call her? Miss Sasha or whatever the heck she was called, Miss Sissy or whatever. I don't know what they was calling her with these other accounts that he had, but he's been banned on here multiple times for cyberbullying.
Yeah,
wait a minute.
G-Man.
Cyberbullying.
G-Man, someone getting banned from YouTube because of their TOS has nothing to do with any type of defamation claims or anything like that. You can't make the argument, well, they shouldn't have even have been on YouTube. Like, that really doesn't have anything to do with defamation or the legality of what they were doing. So that shit's irrelevant. You know?
And he's been doing this court thing for the longest, using what he's doing on here, which is called rage baiting. But we're not even going to go through that. Rage baiting, too easy to prove. Frivolous court cases,
rage baiting is not a crime.
All of that stuff too easy to prove. I don't have to go there. Why would I even waste my breath in going about proving something that everybody on here knows?
Fuck, if rage baiting was illegal, like almost every post on Twitter would be illegal.
Yeah.
Like literally on Twitter, all I see all day is people having like hot takes on things that are completely wrong. And they know they know it's wrong. They're just engagement farming, hoping people will be like, no, that's not right. And they'll respond to it. And the more clicks their post gets, the more they get paid for that. Like anyone with a check mark means that they're part of the partner program on Twitter.
Yeah, they'll use like kind of like
it'd be like me being like Abraham Lincoln was the worst president of the United States ever. It'd be like if I said something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've like seen. I feel like a good example of that is I've seen like videos, and then the person that posted the video will put like a little caption, and it'll be something that's incorrect about the video.
Episode 10 was the best Star Wars movie. That's the one everybody
really
hates. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Something like that, so that people comment and go, "No, actually, that's not a watermelon."
It's trolling. It's literally monetized trolling. Because what does a troll do? A troll posts some stupid shit to get a negative reaction on purpose. And on Twitter, that shit's monetized. If you can get enough people to react to your post and you're monetized, you will make more money from that. That's just how it is. So
No.
It's like that on Facebook now, too.
I got something better. Because
oh, shit. I didn't mean 10. I mean episode 7. I meant 7. Sorry.
Parties are involved in this now. I got about 10 people in my family that are very angry. Because they told me.
Okay, everyone in the chat, calm your tisms. I was wrong. I meant episode 7.
They watched the YouTube video on his YouTube channel. It just showed up in the algorithm.
Everybody.
Yeah, that is actually, that is a good one. To like name an episode that doesn't even exist. Something like that. Something that a lot of fucking Riris would like want to correct you on. Yes.
No, actually, there is not that many episodes. There is only a total of 8. Laughy emoji.
I like when Dark Vader piloted the USS Enterprise and used his lifesaver against Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
All right?
And apparently, Hussey is claiming he's contacted one of them. Now, of course, I got on the phone with everybody. Hey, did you get a letter? Did you get a letter? Did you get this? Did you get that? Nobody's gotten anything, but this is what he's claiming. He's even claiming I got this imaginary roommate in the land of make-believe. So people have clips of this. There are clips on YouTube where this exists. It's all over.
Ube Kwan Shinobi, I think was his name. Ube, it's like those Filipino sweet potatoes. Ube Kwan Shinobi. He was Dark Vader's protege, I think.
Place where he's making these claims. They're angry and they want their pound of flesh. Now they all want to know which relative is he talking about.
Yeah.
It's going to get good soon, ladies and gents, because unlike this moron, I actually know where he lives. He doesn't know where I live.
Yeah, Ube Kwan Shinobi was a ninja.
Oh, G-Man, that's not true. Carrie, Carrie, if you're watching this, please stick around. Let me see that you're watching this in the chat, because I want her to see what I'm going to show everybody here today. Because Hussey openly admitted that he doesn't know where I live. Now, let's look at the very first piece of video here, where we are going to embarrass David Anthony for having that clown run his platform. Okay? You see, let me ask you guys a question. If I hit the channel known as...
It's funny, he's like, let me ask you a question. It's weird because he's not... It's a rhetorical question. Because he doesn't even expect a real answer to it, because there's nobody else there.
Hussey with a DMCA. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's called the Digital Millennial Act. That's
the Digital Millennial Act! No, it's called the Digital Millennium Copyright Act is what it's called. Not the Digital Millennium Act. Millennial. He said the Digital Millennial Act.
Yeah.
He fucked it up so bad it's hard for me to even repeat it because it's
how
so
we go about
fucked up.
challenging copyright claims, which I'm about to do on his YouTube channel, whether he knows it or not. But not yet. I want him to know I can do it. Who do I take to court? Do I take David Anthony to court about this and get his information? Or do I get Hussey's? You guys don't understand why that's so important. I don't need credentials. Let me show you this here. I don't need credentials to have. I have a PhD in common sense. And unlike some of the people you guys are typically used to going after, that's not me. I'm playing chess with somebody who barely knows how to play checkers. Okay? So let's talk about this here for a minute. If I hit that channel with a DMCA right now, am I going to challenge, Loudmouth Hussey, or am I going to challenge David Anthony? We all know it's going to be David Anthony. You want to know why? Because Hussey ain't supposed to be here.
G-Man always claims to have all this fucking juicy tea that he is always going to spill, yet never spills a fucking drop. He's full of shit.
Yeah.
It is pretty interesting.
Supposed to be here.
Builds it
you
up.
know what? They
so
just
much.
don't understand. He has no use.
Oh God, this Brett Keane tweet. I'll just read it. He's trying to get attention right now. He's shitting himself through his colostomy bag right now. He says, Shabrisky, you fucked Pimp and his family over for money. You're an alcoholic scum. I've tried to be friendly to you, but you were too, he spelled it T-O, it should be T-O-O, much of a greedy loser to stop scamming people. And I know I make it kind of sound like Richard Nixon, but I got to make
He did
it
that the
sound
last time he was talking in my chat. He used the wrong two.
Yeah,
so
that's
seem
very
like it's
common. That is not Brett Keane exclusive. I see people mess up,
of course.
But like this is something I learned to not do in like the second, third grade. Was like there's 3 2s, one is a number, One is basically also, and one is like, I give this to you. You know what I mean? So TOO is like also. You're doing that too. You're doing that also. You know?
There's certain grammatical things that just should be expected, especially from somebody who has constant connection on the internet and is constantly tweeting and doing all that kind of stuff. You should know the difference between the different theirs.
The one I see there, you know,
twos.
Yes. The one that drives me crazy, that is so easy, is people always fuck up woman and women. And it's like, okay, we have man and men. Man means one man, and men means more than one man. It's the same thing with women. Woman is one, women is multiple womans.
Yeah.
So,
people do that a lot.
To claim. Now, Carrie, if you're watching this, Carrie, okay, go to my community post. You can literally say whatever you want about Hussy because he's not supposed to be here. He ain't supposed to be here. He ain't supposed to be on this platform. Let me tell you something, guys. I want to show you something. Let's look at the first video here, because I found some doozies about our boy here. All right, he once told me he went after foodie beauty and everything. And like I said, I got some videos we're gonna be looking at here. But first and foremost, let's look at the most damaging one. And by the way, this is not a G smack. This is a witch smack. This is a smack from a witch who has been slandered and lied about on YouTube over and over and over and over again. Stay bothered. Shout out to my BFF.
White Knight G-Man.
Stay bothered here on GTV. Now, how about we show everybody the interesting footage we have here? Now, you would think that I would use a video with the usual suspects, but this is going to be an interesting little video here, okay? So let's do a quick screen share here real quick. Okay, and you are all going to get treated to an embarrassing moment by Loudmouth Dummy. All right. And believe me, this ain't the only one. There's quite a few of them. All right. But let's take a look at this one here real quick. Which one is it? Come out and play Hoovies. How many of you actually watched the stream where Stay Bothered called out Carrie and they actually had a back and forth? We're going to listen to some of this conversation that.
Oh, yeah. He's done that to me several times. He'll unblock you eventually to talk trash and then maybe block you again. But yeah, I'm not. This is par for the course. This is typical Brett. He does the same shit all the time. And if you notice all this time, if you go look at his feed while other people are arguing with him and coming over to talk to him about the dumb shit, he's constantly sharing his shitty music, hoping like the traffic that is going over there somehow clicks on his shit music. That's what he's doing. That's why when everyone's like, Brett's streaming, I'm like, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to send people to his stream and do him a favor. That's what he wants me to do.
Yeah.
Stay Bothered had with Carrie, the bored housewife. And we're going to listen to some of the claims that are made. And then wait till you see who comes in here later.
There was a specific reason that I came at you in G-Man's chat that day, and it's because I wasn't in there, nobody was talking about me, and then you go in the chat and say, oh, and it's really fucked up that Carrie doxed your address to Hussy. And it wasn't true. I never fucking shared G-Man's address. I don't know his address.
Carrie,
so why do you go and make shit up, lie about people?
Okay, so we're not going to talk over me. Remember my channel. I'll unmute you when I'm done talking. You came into there and yes, I did say that because G-Man said it. He showed me that Hussy said,
if you're going to mute me over and over again, I will just leave. You're not going to do that.
Carrie,
so
well,
either you want to have a conversation. No.
You're asking me.
You either want to have a conversation or you don't. But if you're just going to mute me, that's some bullshit. That's a bitch move, and I will leave.
You asked me a question. I'm answering it. And you're losing your shit. This is why I say you crash the fuck out. You can't handle it. You start shit, but you can't handle it.
Can't handle what? What are you talking about?
Why are you yelling? Are you mad?
I'm not yelling.
Okay, so can I answer
your question? You're really annoying. That's why.
Can I answer your question about why I said what I said in G-Man's chat? Oh, okay, I can. That's right. So I came at you. I absolutely did say that. Hussy showed where you gave him an address that was supposed to be G-Man's. You gave him the wrong address.
No,
you gave him the wrong address. So either way, whether you
pull
gave it was on Hussy's channel.
Yeah, pull it up where that happened.
I'm not pulling it up right this second. But guess what? As soon as I'm done here, I will.
I never gave him his address. I gave him his name, and that is not a secret anywhere on the internet.
Why are you giving Hussy any information about
he was
anybody?
literally threatening to go to his house. He was saying he was going to show up at Hussy's house. So yeah,
and why
I gave him his name.
Why is that your business?
What do you mean? Why? Because Hussy
why is it your business that anybody's showing up?
Because Hussy made it my business. Because he made it my business by asking me. Business? Are you really this dumb?
He made it your business by asking you, so you had to answer him? Do you know how dumb you sound?
No, I wanted to.
Yeah, you wanted to dox somebody.
I gave him his name.
You wanted to dox somebody.
So why were you saying I shared his address? That never happened.
Okay, I'm sorry. You shared his name and tried to dox him. Sorry, my bad.
No, I didn't try to dox him. I gave his name. There is no trying. I gave his fucking name. And G-Man knows this and doesn't care. So why are you making it an issue?
Because I'm not making an issue now. You are. It was an issue over a month ago.
You literally did. You brought it up in the chat. You brought it up.
In his chat almost a month ago.
Right.
Why
and
is that
a lie? It never happened. And nobody was talking about that.
Hussy's claim to fame is that he got my address from Carrie, the board housewife. Carrie said that she only gave him my name. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, that Carrie gave him an address. Carrie says in this video she didn't give him an address. A lot of you don't know what I'm going to do with this, but this to me is worth a lot.
Oh my God. You literally just said Hussy made it my deal. So Hussy physically made you say G-Man's name and information, right?
No, I didn't say that.
You literally just said that.
I said that Hussy made me say it.
You said Hussy made it my fucking issue. And I
made
said
it my business by asking me.
Okay, so you had to fucking answer him.
No, he asked.
Okay, so why did you?
Because I wanted to.
Because you wanted fucking dox people.
No, because when people go IRL, they can't cry when people go IRL back on them. And that's what was happening.
I know.
So if G-Man has the right to make threats.
Now, this is where I'm going to publicly disagree with Carrie, is because I didn't go IRL with Hussy. I said I was going to. I never actually did.
Okay. Well, what are people supposed to think?
But anyway, let's continue.
To show up at people's house, then I don't feel bad about giving his name. I don't. Because he's literally threatening people and going IRL, just like he is now going and looking for fucking Shani and Rev like some kind of fucking stalker.
That's funny because Shani and Rev are talking to him. I've seen text messages, but again, you guys spin a narrative.
And that's the truth. I was talking to Shani and Rev via text messages, but let's continue.
If you know nothing about.
I talk to Shani and Rev a lot more often than people give me credit for in here. I'm just not the kind of person that gets on here and talk about it. And that's something that Hussy needs to be concerned about, by the way.
And go there and tell him he was going to burn their fucking tent down and shit. And when they were saying, we don't want to talk to you, please leave.
6 fucking months ago.
I know as everybody talks about how the tent's going to be burned down, but nobody's talking about how I was called the N-word repeatedly by those guys on the same day.
That happened.
Let's change the subject.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, sure. What they said was true. But, hey, they said the N-word. Let's forget about what they're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
and they were friends after that. So again,
it wasn't 6 months ago, but it doesn't really matter.
So beyond this stuff,
wrong is wrong, right? It doesn't matter when it happened.
Besides all the other bullshit.
So we all know that Hussy is constantly making videos about Carrie. So we know that stalker was sitting here watching this video. Oh, where's G-Man? You're calling the stalker. This is what Maxwell.
Sitting there and whatnot.
Maxwell, he called me the stalker.
Gosh.
Anywhere that Carrie goes, Hussy goes. Hussy is always talking about this woman. Go look up what the word means. It has multiple definitions, Hussy. But anyway, let's continue.
Let's talk about being parents, Carrie. Let's talk about parenting. I want to talk about parenting. Let's do that.
Okay, so we're not going to get into all of that because that's a different topic. What I do want to let you know is that somebody was watching the stream. I got to show you who was watching the stream. Lo and behold, Hussy was there. Hussy heard the whole thing.
Up for maybe 10 minutes.
Mm.
But this is
I think we've spoken once. Time. Yeah, I've never had a problem with you.
Well, according to people, yes, the fuck you have. Because I'm not yelling at you. I'm just talking in general. Believe me, you're the last person.
I think I talked about you.
And I guarantee you, if Hussy takes a good look at Steve Butler, he's going to try to sue her too. I guarantee you. But he won't be on YouTube long enough for that to happen.
Oh
I'm just telling you guys why. I'm going to tell you why I know this soon enough.
Oh,
maybe when you went with G-Man to see Shani and Rev, I think I might have said something, but I've never really seriously made videos of you or anything. I don't know too much about you other than...
You're a liar. You made a video when me, Stay Bother, and Shani and Rev got together and met.
Yeah, everybody
you had
covered
a lot
that.
To say then. You're a liar.
Everybody covered that because you went to their campsite. I mean, if you had a problem with people saying anything about her, you shouldn't have brought her with you. Which I didn't say anything bad about her. I was just like, why is this woman there? Like, what is she doing there? I was like, oh, G-Man has a crush on this girl. Because, like, we know G-Man's got a crush on white girls.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot what you said, to be honest.
Yeah, Dragnot called that out back in the day.
When you came on panel.
Only because she was going after Carrie, and you're looking for supporters.
Yeah, I basically just said what I've been saying, but now Carrie wants to act like it's something new, and she was there when everything happened.
I'm sorry, I'm very hungover. I went out last night, but you wanted to ask me something about her doxing G-Man. She absolutely did.
Yeah, is she okay? So that's the thing, because she came into G-Man's chat. She's like, well, I came into G-Man's chat and you fucking attacked me. I said, because you doxed him. She's like, no, I didn't.
Yes,
I was like, dude, like, I've seen it.
Carrie doesn't know where I live. Carrie knows my name. I think just about everybody on YouTube knows my name. But
everybody on YouTube,
Hussy just admitted that Carrie fed him information. Particularly, Carrie said my name, right? He's saying that Carrie gave him more. So obviously, the address that he got from Carrie. Carrie would later say in other videos that it was the wrong address. As a matter of fact, it was said in the stream as well. A lot of you don't get it yet, do you? Let's continue.
She showed proof of it. And she goes, well, I just gave him her name. No matter if you gave a name or an address, you still tried to dox him.
Yeah, and she did.
Like,
she's saying if he goes IRL or if he threatens and this and that, then yeah, I will dox you or whatever. So then you know that I have good reasons to sue him, but now you're saying that...
Hey, check this out. YouTuber A makes threats, flirts with me, and does all this other stuff. YouTuber B says, if you keep doing it, I'm going to come to your house. I'm going to sue you. You said I'm going to come to your house. Anyway, let's continue. Let's get back to the stupid coming out of his mouth.
That my lawsuit is bullshit. Meanwhile, you doxed him for me, so I can sue him. So make up your mind. Is it bullshit?
Oh yeah, it's definitely baloney, and you know it's baloney because I only got one question for this stream, and that's it. I got one question. Then we're gonna get to some of these embarrassing videos.
If it is, why the fuck did you dox him then? This is what Carrie does. She flip-flops constantly.
You mean like what you've been doing? Because you ain't innocent. I can flag you on that just alone on your community post.
Dude, she's.
But the funny thing is, if I flag you, I admit that I live at them places, which I don't. That's the funny thing, and that's what we're going to get to. This is when we're going to start laughing at Hussy.
Victim.
She is a perpetual victim.
She does nothing wrong at all. People attack her for no reason. Oh, and then she's sitting there saying,
Hussy's in here, all confident. I'm pretty smart. I'm going to win Stay Bothered.
He wants to talk about me being a worse parent than Shani, and she wants to talk about parenting. You had Michael raise your kid because you were too busy getting drunk and popping Xanax. I couldn't raise my kid because I was an addict and I had to go to jail. I would have loved to fucking have the chance to get sober and have somebody that support.
Anyway, so let's get to the thingy over here because that's not what this video is about. I have a question for you, Hussy. You told your YouTube audience, from what I understand from Mistress Karma and several other people, that you served me. The problem is, I don't have anything to suggest that I've been served. I don't have a note. I don't have a letter. I don't have a pink slip. I don't have anything to prove or suggest that I've been served. I have nothing, diddly squat, nothing to suggest such things. But you know what you did? Came on YouTube and you told everybody this. But then something else came to my attention. Little birdie on YouTube came to me a couple of days ago. Hey, G-Man, when you go to New York, you better be careful because you got a TRO on you. Huh? What the heck is a temporary restraining order? No, I don't have a temporary restraining nothing on me. I have no letter, no pink slip. I have nothing to remotely suggest anything that says that I have that on me. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But he gets on YouTube and he keeps talking about this stuff. G-Man's easy. He's easy, man. He's easy. I'm easy? Okay, Hussy, so here's my big question for you. If you served me, where's my papers at? Because I don't know where they're at. I don't have them.
I mean, then you weren't served if you don't have the papers.
Yes. When you take a look at this, you have YouTube support. You have social media support. Listen to me. I can start a cult tomorrow too. I can pretend I'm a deity and have a whole bunch of people mindlessly follow me and believe everything that comes out of my mouth without questioning everything. Claim I'm an atheist. Claim that I'm using critical thinking just like they do. And look stupid just like these people do. But we can resolve this with one little teeny little thing. We can just resolve this with one teeny little thing. Prove you served me. You see, somebody told me I had an imaginary roommate. Come out wherever you are. Roommate. Come out wherever you are.
G-Man will take, like, if someone gets, like, a little inconsistency wrong with what they say, he'll act like the whole thing is just bullshit. It's kind of funny.
Big sister, where are you?
Big sister.
Or maybe you sent it to the Phantom of the Opera. Perhaps you sent it to Casper the Friendly Ghost. I don't know, but you didn't send it to me. But you're getting on YouTube and you're telling everybody on social media that I've been served, I'm getting sued, and all this other stuff. And quite frankly, I'm a little tired of everybody calling me a little punk on here and saying that I'm a little scaredy cat and all this other stuff. Let me tell you something about me versus Negs, and this is not a knock to Negs or Tragic or even Carrie or some of these other people on here. I'm pretty sure they have limits.
I did notice that Negs is in Carrie's Discord. I don't know him. Like, I've never had any interaction with him, but I did. I was in there the other day, and I noticed he was in there.
far they will go
she's a little
when dealing with a
slimy piece
person
of
like
shit.
you. I'm very different. Okay? I believe in fighting to the bitter end. I am not going to make nothing on here easy.
Not going to make
Absolutely nothing. You are going to have to fight to prove any of those lies came out of your mouth. Whatever the heck it is that you're falsely accusing me of. You'll be surprised what I got, buddy. And you'll be surprised who's helping me and defending me. People that you call friends. I can say that. That much I can say. The people that you call your friends are the ones that's telling me that you're an idiot. I'm just keeping it real, dude. And you ain't the first YouTuber, and you ain't gonna be the last YouTuber this happens to. Dragnet tried the same thing, and look at what happened to him. His own people was betraying him. The same thing with Miss Parker and BGTV and the rest of these guys. Their own people, they all lost when it came to me because their own people betrayed them. Like the stories I could tell on here. You think I exposed Shanny and Ray? You would be surprised what I can do with those guys if I really wanted to. But Hussy, do you know what defamation of character is? Oh, you don't. I forgot. You a little bit on the little bit on the side. So I'm gonna help you out here a little bit, okay? Where is it? Let's see something here. I'm going to give you a baby education about what defamation of character is, because you keep talking about, I'm gonna sue Carrie. I'm gonna sue Carrie. Carrie can sue you the moment you brought up her children and you brought up her husband. People ain't got nothing to do with this YouTube stuff.
No. Sorry. I mean, that's like I was saying earlier, that's unethical. Depends on what you say about her children and her husband. But if you just say, like, I think Carrie, like, I'm not saying, this is not me saying this. I'm like, you can give an opinion on someone and bring up someone's family. If you're not just like flat out lying. I mean, like, there is like a First Amendment component to everything someone says, and then you really have to look like what harm knowingly false statements have. Is Shabisky frozen? Okay, he is. Usually, because he's like, I'm like, oh, he's just processing something. Oh, there he is. You're muted.
Sorry, my allergies are all crazy and
Well,
such.
you froze up for a second there. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I was just turned off the camera. Moment.
G-Man's turning you on so much. Got to get a quick wank in. You don't want us to see it?
Yeah, look at this sexy guy. And he's the leader, the owner of the GTV network.
Damn, dude, he's a catch.
Yeah,
I bet if you're his whore, he's gonna buy you all sorts of good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's gonna be my sugar daddy.
Get it, girl.
Right,
get it, girl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Man, he'll
That's
buy you
my
a
man
mink
right
coat.
there.
A mink coat. Get your nails did.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Get your nails did.
Yeah, that's my man right there. Sure. Sure, he's a little retarded. That's my man.
That's my man's.
Guys, hit the like button if you haven't yet. I was trying to get us to 75 likes. I was hoping we could get there for me to chug the next beer. We're only like 5 likes away.
My bladder is ridiculously full.
Yeah, everybody, please. It helps the stream do better. YouTube will send the stream out to more people and stuff. If we do good enough with the likes, makes the stream do better. We have 144 people watching right now, but only 70 likes. Everyone hit the thumbs up. Come on, Gord. And whatnot. I'm going to get Shabisky's nails did. And whatnot. And whatnot. Mm-hmm. Boy. Better not be a little retard, boy, I tell ye. Better not be a little retard, boy, it's true. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll drink 2 beers at 75 likes, okay? Let's get it. Boy. Can do it. In the name of Satan. Better not be a little retard, boy. Whatnot? Yeah, Whatnot Mountain. Yeah. Whatnot Mountain. That's funny. Whatnot? So let's see. Got a big thunderstorm rolling into the Caribou. Hopefully, I don't lose power in the middle of the G-Man ranting. That'd be a shame. In the middle of G-Man ranting, yeah. That would suck dick. I would. Better not be a little retard, boy, I tell ye. Better not be a little retard, boy, it's true. So, for those of you guys that don't know, we're going to be doing a cool movie review tonight. We're going to be watching the Ghostbusters movie. I've never seen that. I've never seen that movie before. So, yeah. We're going to be cool guys and watch that. You guys should become a patron so you can watch it with us. The link is in the description below. I imagine we'll be probably moving over soon. Let me just put the link in the chat for people. So yeah, we're gonna watch Ghostbusters. Here's the link in the chat if you want to become a patron and oh whoops, I'm on the wrong thing. There's the link in the chat. Did I hear the thunder? Yeah. Heard it loud and clear, boy. Yeah, jocular. Yeah. It is a bit of an earworm. It's a cute little song. So just a couple more likes on the stream, guys, and I'll chug 2 beers. For some reason, we're struggling getting to the 75. Everybody, give it a thumbs up. 75 likes, and I'm going to chug 2 beers, boy. Not just one. I ain't doing pussy shit around here. Yeah, I heard the lightning. That lightning was so loud. Wow. Holy shit. And did you see the thunder? Very visible. It was crazy. Better not be a little retard, boy, I tell ye. Oh, it looks like we passed 75 likes. Thank you, guys. That's awesome. Okay, just trying to keep it going good on the stream. So thank you, guys. I'm gonna do some chugging.
Hell yeah.
Boy.
The moment you started bringing up stuff that ain't had nothing to do with nothing, she could sue you for the same thing. Let me show you guys something here real quick.
Suing, G-Man thinks suing is like so easy, yet he has never filed or won a lawsuit ever.
Just because I got some haters watching me
Ben,
doesn't.
you don't shut up, I'm gonna sue you.
Oh.
Okay.
Necessarily because one person goes, we don't agree with you, G-Man.
Cheers.
And thank God I got more than one person watching me. So let's do a quick screen share here real quick. Today we're gonna learn about what defamation of character is here real quick. You guys don't gotta like me, but you're gonna respect me. That is something that you ain't got no choice but to do. You're gonna respect me, and I will make you respect me.
Ooh, he's gonna
make you.
I will make you humble.
Listen to this
reminds me of that.
I'm gonna break his back.
You should know.
Fuck his ass, and then you're gonna be humble.
Yeah.
You know,
make you respect me.
That was the Iron Sheik, and he was the guy that Hulk Hogan beat to win his first world championship.
Oh.
And it was like right after, because there was like an Iran hostage situation in the late 70s / very early 80s. So the Iron Sheik was a big villain in wrestling because he was Iranian, and he would like come out like talking shit about how Iran was awesome and how America sucked. They used to do that a lot in wrestling back in the day. But he was actually Iranian and shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like they had the Iron Sheik win the belt from a different guy who had been champion for years, like 3 years. And then Hogan came out of nowhere as kind of a new wrestler. No, like he had been wrestling for years, but as like a new person to the WWF. It was called WWF at the time. He came out of nowhere and beat the Iron Sheik. And that was the beginning of what they would call like Hulkamania, like Hulk Hogan being like the biggest star in wrestling for like, 2 decades, So.
Yeah?
Yep.
That's neat.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know much about that, but I know the meme. I've probably seen video of the guy.
The Iron Sheik. The Iron Sheik.
See it.
He was a legit badass wrestler too, like an Olympic style wrestler.
Yeah.
Before
I've
that,
seen him. Okay, that's what I was imagining. Something like that.
Yeah.
Defamation. Imagine that you own a cake business. Jeremy also owns a cake business opposite the street from yours. Jeremy gets a lot of customers and you are quite jealous. So quite angrily, you lie and post on social media that Jeremy uses expired ingredients and you should avoid his business at all costs. Jeremy subsequently loses customers and goes out of business. Defamation is when you falsely damage someone's reputation.
And I can assure
Yeah, and you have to prove that the other person knowingly lied, that it wasn't just like a misinformed opinion. You have to prove that it was like maliciously done on purpose. And then you have to prove that lie, that intentional lie, caused damage. Defamation is very difficult to prove. Very, very, very difficult to prove.
He's falsely damaged my reputation. Ever since this clown came into my YouTube channel and came on here literally flirting with me, and you can see the video is on my YouTube channel. Ever since this clown came on my YouTube channel and started flirting with me, everybody on YouTube here thinks I'm LGBT ABC 1 2 3 or whatever.
What not?
Because of him. Yeah, people have said about it in the past, but nobody has made it more popular on here.
I disagree that Iron Sheik was a piece of shit. Yeah, he was a bodyguard for the Shah, but only in his young adulthood. And then he moved to the U.S. and he lived in the U.S. for the majority of his life. I mean, like, yeah, he made a lot of fuck ups, but more of the fuck ups he made in life were from his were from the poor choices he made in his life during his wrestling career. I'm not gonna fucking judge him for working for the leader of his country temporarily until that shit fell apart. I don't know. People are too judgmental of other people. I really think. Like,
yeah. Thank you, gamer.
Thank you. Yeah, like
just
the
glad
worst
you're
things
around
Iron
still.
Sheik did was he had a horrible relationship with his family because he was a drug addict, and a lot of those wrestlers, especially the wrestlers from like the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Well, Zap, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I think you're being too judgmental, but but whatever opinion you want. I don't know if it was optional to be a bodyguard. I think we're all way too judgmental. He was actually a wrestling coach. He was after he was a bodyguard for the Shah in Iran, he moved to the US and was a coach for the US wrestling team.
The David Anthony's slave, Loudmouth Hussy, or David Anthony's employee, known as Loudmouth Hussy. Because of him, I have all of these YouTube channels now associating me with the ADC flag, which is going to backfire on them ultimately. I assure you of that. I'm just waiting for enough of this stuff to happen. Because all them channels are going to go bye-bye. You're going to see what I mean soon enough. I've already been talking to YouTube about this, about how these people are going around, you know what I mean,
Yeah, I'm not judgmental enough for not shitting on a dead guy for something he did when he was younger. I mean, like, I don't know. People on the internet, I think, get like way too uppity about other shit. I think it's weird.
Hitting me with that, and they shouldn't be doing that. You know what I mean? Yes, it is defamation. It's costing me subscribers. It's costing me viewers. It's costing my reputation here on YouTube. Oh, yes, it is. And Carrie channel has suffered too. How many times have Hussy got on there and say, oh, look at your subscribers and look at your views? Because he's defaming her character. She's taking a financial hit and a financial loss based on what Hussy's doing. He's bragging about growing, and apparently, according to him out of his own mouth, her channel is going down. He has a case against her too. I don't think people understand what defamation of character really is here on social media. Like I said, my viewership has gone down. My subscriber rate has gone down. People don't trust me no more because of this guy. Oh, you better believe it's defamation of character.
Yeah, I mean, like, simply being a bodyguard for the leader of the country that you're a part of does not make you, like, complicit in any type of crimes. And as far as I know, nothing ever came out about the Iron Sheik being, like, someone who, like, tortured anybody or murdered anybody. And the most of the problems that he experienced was just being a horrible father and drug addict and person throughout his wrestling career. So the whole guilt by association thing is just way too far for me. You know?
Yeah, sometimes it makes sense, but not in that
I
case.
have 500
You're a
people
bodyguard.
watching me.
I'm not convinced he did any crimes. Being a bodyguard is not the same as being like an assassin. It just means you're the guy that stands there in case someone tries to attack somebody. I don't think... I'm not going to... Like, assuming this kind of shit is just stupid to me. It's just virtue signaling to me to be like, oh yeah, this guy, he worked for this other bad guy, so therefore I don't like him, and you shouldn't like him either, and if you don't do it enough. Like, I just think that's weird. The dictators... Oh yeah, the Shah of Iran was a puppet dictator. You brought it up, though. It doesn't matter if you're not talking about it. You brought it up. Yeah, the Shah of Iran was a dictator. He was a puppet dictator put in there by the United States after the democratically elected leader of Iran was put in there, and it kind of paved the way for the Islamic regime to take over. But you can't judge like every single person that worked or that was like part of the infrastructure of that person, and just like and then like after that they ended up having like a totally different life after that. You don't have good reasons. You're just virtue signaling on the internet.
On this
It's
channel
fine.
at one time.
People
and ever
do it all
since
the
this guy
time.
started talking about
I
me,
just
my views
personally
have
think
gone.
it's weird when people do that.
So don't give me that it's not defamation of character. Then he's going around here saying I'm a homosexual. And he's been told multiple times that that's not true. Came on my channel flirting with me, using coarse language with me. You think I don't have that on this channel because it's on private? Just because you can't see it don't mean it's not on this channel.
He said a bad word. Oh no.
You understand what I'm saying? So
said a curse word.
He's guilty of defamation. But it's not really him that's guilty of defamation. You see, he doesn't own that YouTube channel. He's only guilty of it, I think, when he goes to different channels. But when he's on his platform and he's doing it, David Anthony is the person that is responsible for that. Because that's David Anthony's platform. It is not loudmouth hussies. Let me say...
I just asked Google AI. And it says, no, the Iron Sheik did not commit crimes while working as the bodyguard for the Shah of Iran. He served in the Imperial Iranian Army and guarded the royal family in the 1960s due to his elite amateur wrestling background. Later fleeing to the U.S. out of fear after his wrestling idol, Gloria Mariza, I don't know how to say the name, died. So... I would have to look. So he was a wrestler, and because he was so good at wrestling, he became a bodyguard for the Shah. And his idol, I'll have to see. I'm not familiar with this guy. He was He wrestled for Iran in the 1968 Summer Olympics. Yeah, I don't see any wrongdoing. I mean, like, you know, like, are you trying to tell me, like, if someone's like a Marine serving at the White House right now, they're just inherently awful because technically they're protecting Trump? What do you want them to do? I just don't get it.
Say this again. That platform over there belongs to a lot more.
Well, I think your opinion of why you don't like him is just, it doesn't make sense to me. Like people work in the Secret Service right now. Are they supposed to just like quit, or like where does it end? Like, how much do we judge people?
Now, some of you are probably going to sit there and say, "G-Man, you're wrong." Well, let's talk about Shanny and Rev here.
Okay, you don't care.
You think I just forgot about the Losers
You're just so
Club
defensive.
and all
It's
of these
weird.
other YouTube accounts? I can go to your same YouTube channels and show how many different times you guys argued that Shanny and Rev. Now, this is when your hypocrisy.
If you don't care if it makes sense or not, then I don't know if you care if you make sense.
Comes back to bite you in the butt. How many times you guys said that Shanny and Rev was bannovating and using their mother or their kid's name or social security to do their channel? You know what I mean? So don't give me that. You guys are only protecting him because you like him. But you ain't got to worry about it, because from now on, legally, I don't have to refer to that YouTube channel as Loudmouth Hussy. That is the David Anthony Show. And I don't know who David Anthony is yet. But
You don't know who it is, but you're okay.
Because David Anthony is the one that's allowing all of that stuff to happen over there. Now, I have a bigger question here. How do you come on a platform that you're not supposed to be on? And have them, and then on top of that, I heard some of the stuff that he said about Unicorn Girl's kids. I heard some of the stuff about some of the stuff that said about Carrie. And some of these other people in here was absolutely hideous and disgusting. He's flirting with cab drivers and all this other stuff and whatnot.
What?
He thinks he can get on a platform that he's not supposed to be on. Thinks he can start trouble on here with people, and then think he's going to financially hurt them because he doesn't like them, because he wants to shut them up. He has a history of this. A whole history of this. And I'm going to prove it. Because these next few videos that you guys are going to see is going to prove what kind of a predator and a monster this guy is. He starts fights with people on YouTube on purpose so that he could try to sue them later on. He rage baits people.
That's illegal.
So let's actually go to the video here. The videos, because there's quite a few of them here that we're going to be taking a look at as we look at the history.
GTV still. He accidentally plays his theme song.
Hold on a minute.
GTV.
Where is it? Okay, here we go. This first video is very interesting. I've never seen Hussey dress like this or behave like this. Well, I've seen it behave like this, but I think a lot of you are going to find this to be interesting. If you're a Hussey fan or a David Anthony fan or whatever kind of fan you are, he can't sit there and say that he's being defamed.
I'm a G-Man fan. That's me.
Because I found all of his old garbage on here. Okay, so you all should be able to see this here. It's called, Is Miss Hussey Threatening Legal Action on Foodie Beauty? Or has he learned his lesson? Let's take a look at this video. This video is actually kind of funny.
Well, all I can tell y'all is that she is going to receive papers from me.
It's such a creepy laugh.
Yeah, and it makes it sound more evil with the echo. He's evil.
By the way, go and subscribe to Straight Talking Fedora Chick. It's called Straight Talking Fedora Chick. Let me sub to him right now, or her, or whoever the heck it is right now. I need to sub to them. We can all take a look at Hussey here. Like I said, this is the person who thinks he's smarter than everybody.
Skip this music.
Wait a minute, who's Miss Maria?
You know, it looks to me like the Iron Sheik, because I've just been researching this because I was never so outraged about it that I thought to look into it because it's just kind of a weird thing to be outraged about. But it does appear that, the Iron Sheik, when he was a good amateur wrestler, was kind of selected to be the bodyguard of the Shah. And I don't think he was in a position to say no. And it looks like his idol, who was a Persian Greco-Roman wrestler that competed in the Olympics, was found dead in his hotel room after being an avid opponent of the regime. And then because of that, that's when the Iron Sheik left Iran. Before the Shah was taken out of power by the Islamic regime there. So I just think might be a slightly uninformed opinion.
He definitely has a habit of attacking obese women. He definitely has a habit of doing that.
It's really not worth my time.
Oh, yeah. He goes one. He says, clearly, she ain't worth my time. Yet, you keep making video after video mocking Foodie Beauty day in and day out. I do believe somebody told me that he said the same thing about Carrie. Said the same thing about her. You know, she ain't really worth my time. And 5 minutes later, he's talking about her again. Only G-Man. When G-Man says he's finished talking about somebody, he's finished talking about somebody. And he means it.
Okay. I'd rather sit here and tell you.
Who's this G-Man you speak?
Yeah, right
G-Man?
here. I'll stop talking about it after this. The whole reaction and like idea behind this is disturbing to me. So yeah, the Iron Sheik, he left Iran in between 68 and 69, so well before the Shah's regime had been toppled by the Islamic takeover. Out of fear for his safety after the suspicious death of his close friend and national hero, I don't know how to say it. He believed he was targeted and executed by the Shah's. Yeah, it's a Persian name, so it's not pronounced the way we would sound it out.
Takti, yeah.
So, yeah, it just kind of sounds like he was recruited to do the job he did. Should he been like, kill me? I don't know. I just think it's weird to judge, especially someone who's been dead for like a decade now.
About my life, things about me. Y'all get to know me.
And when that?
Very lucky that people do reaction channels. Because if people didn't do reaction channels for her, she would be a total disaster.
Yeah, I know what farce. Come on, you guys. I'm gonna stop reading the chat. I have to stop reading the fucking chat now. Yeah, I know the language is called Farsi. I actually have extended family from Iran that I'm not like genetically related to, but they're members of my family. So yeah, I don't need you to teach me about it. Like I literally already know a decent amount about it. That's not okay. So stop.
Reality. People can sit there and call me and other people out there Lowe's cows, but at the end of the day, without the Lowe's cow, you don't got a channel. Nobody cares about what you got talking about. Like I said, if you want the truth about it, tell Hussey to go 1 month only talking about himself and watch what happens. Tell him to go a full month only talking about himself.
Oh my God. All right.
No.
He's not a childhood icon of mine. Like, I wasn't like a huge fan of his. I thought his like interviews when he was all like high on crack and shit were hilarious. You're assuming a lot. You assume a lot. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to offend you. I think you're cool and everything, but you're judgmental and you assume a lot. So I don't know what else to tell you.
I can get on here and fart and get 300 views.
What? Get on here and fart.
Take all the issues you want.
I also didn't know that he was part of Hater Nation.
Hater Nation.
That is very interesting.
That's like the Dragoons or whatever. It's another thing that G-Man always talks about that he swears was like this diabolical organization. Because
and I'm not going to do it this video, but I'm going to show you guys who Hater Nation is. And if I find out he's associated with them, he's not going to like the claims going to be coming his way.
Greasy bitch. Okay, and I ain't talking about Food and Beauty neither. Okay, I'm talking about Charlie Gold. Hey yo, that fat greasy bitch. Okay.
Hussey, I know this is an older video, but maybe you should go in the bathroom and go look in the mirror before you call somebody fat. You know, I can stand up on camera and show you what thin looks like, because clearly you don't know what the word fat means. If you would actually take the time out, be a little bit realistic about your own life and go look in the mirror, you would know what I'm talking about. One more thing, Hussey. Don't you ever bring up my family again on YouTube again. And you're not getting any more warnings about that. If you do it, I'm hitting you with the DMCA. Do not talk about my family in your community.
Oh my God, that is an
your
abuse of the DMCA.
Well, that's also not DMCA.
No, he's saying he's going to DMCA a video if they talk about his family. So either he doesn't know what a DMCA is, or he thinks it's okay to DMCA somebody just because they said something you don't like. So it's one or the other.
Yeah, he means flag, because
I don't know about that. He might just, like, you could take a video down claiming copyright on it when you don't own the copyright. Other people have done that before, so I don't know what he means. I don't know if he means he's going to file a false DMCA to a video he doesn't actually own the copyright to, or does he think a DMCA is the same thing as a flag? I don't know.
Yeah.
Channel again, because you won't be live streaming for a while. Okay, you'll be going on one of these other platforms, and if you do it over there, I'll flag you over there too. I have no problem doing that.
See, now he's saying flag. So he's
to put you in your place, and it's about time that Hussey found out.
He doesn't know.
I was told that I was going to find out that this failure apparently forgot how to make people find out. I'm not going to find out nothing. I'm going to prove that Hussey's a failure in my next 10 videos.
Next 10 videos. Use 10 of them to make that.
Making $4,000 per check here on YouTube, by the way. She's actually making things. She actually has a large YouTube following and a YouTube channel. Now, granted, a lot of people that watch her don't like her, but she has a much bigger audience.
She doesn't
than
make
that of Loudmouth. Loudmouth is a
puny,
is what I would call a puny YouTuber. He's a puny YouTuber. It kills me how people can get a couple of hundred people watching them and they think that there's something on here and whatnot. The Amazing Atheist, that's somebody who's a big YouTuber. A million subscribers, almost a million subscribers.
You suck his
Don't look
dick
at
a little more,
the PewDiePie if he's even on here anymore. Don't look at Joe Rogan or somebody. Like there are people on here that's got real subscribers on here. You got somebody on here with a couple of hundred something on here. They think they all out in a bag of buffalo wings. Please.
A bag of buffalo wings. You trying to get me hungry? Working.
Oh, Canada, oh, Canada.
I'm going to do
Why is he
this
singing the
part
Canadian
in voiceover.
national?
First of all,
it's not. It's very wrong the way he's doing it too. Like it's not. Yeah.
Does he think this sounds similar to that or something?
Maybe he does. I don't know.
Talk. Way to poke fun at my speech impediment, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna piss really quick.
Okay, she always got a cigarette in her mouth, but all the thing was right.
Anyway, I digress. Okay, yes. Here in Canada, these kind of lawsuits are near impossible unless one is a millionaire or a politician or a political operative or a CEO. And it usually, the object of the suits, the respondents, usually involve bloggers, commentators, journalists. But other than that, over a social media spat, odds are here in Canada.
Especially when you're doing the same thing yourself. You're going around there accusing. Like I said, these next 10 videos are going to be pretty good, guys. Trust me. I'm going to take these videos off of private. You're going to see what I'm talking about. You'll see.
Okay,
You'll see.
a judge's clerk is not going to put that on the docket. Okay, it'll be laughed out for the most part. And I'm going to speak of my own personal experience.
My thing is this: if Hussey wants money, why don't he just go to his family and go get money? They got a lot of money. Why does he feel like he got to sue YouTubers on here? Like I said, a lot of this stuff is suspicious to me.
A decade ago,
He's doing it to shut you up.
Anyone listening and thinking about suing Canadians
you don't have money,
on social
G-Man.
media, you might want to do well to learn this little lesson. Over 10 years ago, I was a political blogger, did political commentary. Now, I dropped a comment at somebody else's website regarding a former senior political operative, somebody from former Prime Minister Chrétien's war room. Okay, I'm not going to leave his name because he kind of reminds me of that Beetlejuice thing. If I say his name, he'll probably appear in my comment section below this video. Yes, this is a man who appears to Google himself, because where I dropped my comment was on an obscure website hosted out of Western Canada somewhere, out on the West Coast. And he had to have Googled.
I bet if I pointed, if I showed G-Man an unlabeled world map, and I was like, point to Canada, he probably would get it wrong. I'm guessing even you would get this right.
I would get that right.
Canada's the second largest country in the world by land.
All I need to do is be able to locate where America is and just be like, oh, right above it there. Okay.
Yeah, and it's
really
huge.
easy.
It's fucking huge. Like, the only country that's bigger by land is Russia. Like, and they're both the two, like, biggest northern countries in the world.
G-Man's gonna point to Alaska. Like, they're right there.
I mean, that's close. I feel like he would even... I feel like he would point at, like, Brazil or something like that. I don't know.
Greenland. Yeah.
Greenland is close too, though. Greenland is close too. I feel like he'd get it totally wrong. Like he'd point at Australia or something like that.
I was careful anyways.
No. He would think that's Florida.
Language. There was nothing matter of fact about the language I used anyway, because I was extra careful. Nonetheless, New Year's Eve, 2011. Yeah. I get an email with the subject header, privilege from this former operative. And he had told me that he wanted me to retract my comment from my friend's website and on my own website to publish a retraction and an apology to him. Now, as an act of good faith, and I was scared and panicking at the time because I didn't know anything, I asked my friend to remove the comment. But a friend of mine who had experience with this had told me, don't publish or post the apology or the retraction. He's bluffing. And send him an email explaining that I did this act of good faith, had the comment deleted, had it spun.
Okay, so some of this stuff is getting kind of boring and whatnot. So I know you guys got that one. Let's go
And
to
what?
the next video. This one is Miss Hussey threatening legal action on Beauty Beauty. But, no. We already saw that one. Hold on. Why are we going back to this one again?
G-Man, turn down the echo.
Hold on.
Oh, no.
One of these people that argues that we steal their content. Is he
I
not
don't
one of
know
the
if he
people?
is. I don't know if he is. I know Brett does. I know Shanny does. I don't. Maybe.
Okay.
I honestly can't remember if G-Man does that.
Yeah. All right. To be fair, maybe. Okay, maybe that's.
No, we'll watch.
I can't remember. He may have, but I don't know. I don't want to say for
Yeah.
sure.
That's the one I was looking for.
Yeah.
Nope. This is the one.
Women
always threatening legal actions after this guy does some of the most heinous stuff.
I just hate that echo. And like, he was actually reading the chat this time because he was seeing my comments. He didn't like the echo is way too high. It's actually called reverb. We like colloquially we might call it the echo. Echo is actually a different effect. Like I have a guitar amp with a bunch of built-in effects, and the echo's a little different than the reverb. But what he has is like a reverb, and it's too high. Like he could. It's okay to have like a subtle reverb when it's not music based. Like a little bit of echo, like it sounds like you're in like a bigger room than where you are or whatever. I don't do that, but that'd be okay. He has it turned up way too high, where like it echoes too much. So I don't know. Do you think so?
Oh yeah, it's too echoey. It there's nothing wrong with a little bit of echo being there, so it has that natural sound, that natural feeling of being in a room.
I would say when it's like you're trying to do almost like a talk show, like a radio talk show. If you do, I choose none, but if you choose to do reverb, it has to be so subtle, in my opinion.
It sounds like he's in some big like basketball court or something like that.
It sounds like I said earlier. It sounds like me and G-Man hiked up to a cave, and I stayed at the mouth of the cave, and he hiked like another 400 feet into it and turned around and started talking to me. That's what it sounds like.
Find me, atheist. Find me.
Why don't you find? Well, why don't we play tag in the cave, atheist?
Yeah.
No, because you're trying to lure me into there to play kissy kiss with you, G-Man.
Yep. He's gay, man. We figured that out over the internet. The internet told us. Internet that ruined his reputation. That was really good before then. Before they thought he was one of those gay people. Used to be so respected.
No, he wasn't.
Before everybody thought he was a homosexual.
No. Yeah, that ruined. It was that ruined his reputation.
Yeah.
It's funny because you're not even a lawyer, obviously, but like even a non-lawyer could make that argument for anyone G-Man tried to sue for ruining his reputation. You could be like, Your Honor, the plaintiff arguably already had a terrible reputation, and here's why. And you could play like all of the fucking shit. It's like, Your Honor, the plaintiff had no reputation left to ruin.
Yeah.
I rest my case.
And it's so silly. If he showed his income and showed before and after being called gay.
And he already had like a shit reputation.
Yeah. Yeah, if anything, the gay thing probably got him more attention than.
And he has a history of starting shit on purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, Shani's like her thing about him she made recently, where she's like, yeah, he just behind the scenes is like trying to cause drama and find everything to do that. I mean, like. Shani can be a lying piece of shit, but it did sound like she was really telling the truth there.
We gave him the opportunity to do something like totally neutral and fun, and he could have just been like, no thanks, I'm not interested. You know what I mean? He could have done anything like that. Yeah. But he and I still have the emails and I've shown them. He acted like he was going to do it and then ghosted me for like a month and then was like, oh no, yeah, I'll do it. And then ghosted me for a week, and then didn't respond to me again, and then made a video saying, "Oh, I can't because Shabisky's a PDF file," publicly instead of emailing me that.
One little part of it you are forgetting there that we always forget to tell is he actually did there for a moment act like it didn't even happen. He didn't even agree to it.
Yep.
Right before saying, "Oh, I can't do it now because Shabisky, I figured out this stuff about him." But yeah, there for a moment after he agreed multiple times, he's like, what? Rap battle? I ain't never heard of a rap battle. DP? What's a DP? What?
Yep.
What that? Yep. It's like, he's such
an idiot. And I wish I could say what I needed to say on here and whatnot, because if I did, I would
and whatnot.
But believe me, he's got some humiliation coming his way.
Here.
I wish I could tell you guys. I really wish I could.
So this video is not going to be very long. But I wanted to make it because I wanted to address some lies that Hussy has told about me. I wanted to give my side and the truth about those lies so that everyone is clear. And I want to be clear that the only reason why I'm doing this video is because the things that I'm going to talk about in this video have come up recently in chat rooms, and it's been almost a year or so since I've dealt with Hussy, and people are still talking about these things. Like I said, this video is not going to be very long. I'm going to address the lies and then leave it alone. So let's address the one thing that people are still talking about even to this day. That really should not be a topic of discussion because it's not that important.
Hopefully before the end of this video, Hussy will show up in the live chat and prove that he has a TRO against me and he can prove that he serves me. I'll let him on panel if he can actually do that. I'll let him on panel if he can actually do that. He needs another G-smack. That's why I would love for him to request a link.
But the reason why I'm addressing it is because it has to do with my reputation as a person and also as a YouTuber. So the first thing I want to talk about is the swamp cooler. Anybody that's around that was around for that time period where Hussy was talking about me getting an air conditioner or a swamp cooler.
And the funny thing is, y'all lost Shanny and Rev. I do believe Hussy had Shanny and Rev's house on his thumbnail on one of his videos. So, and he did quite a few things to Shanny and Rev. And like I said, I'm not worried about a whole lot no more. Like I said, I know what I'm getting ready to do.
Nothing. That's what you're getting ready to do.
The same as last time. You took like 3 months to build up something, and then we saw the stream, and it was a whole lot of nothing.
Essentially, just got the money and kept it. I am here to give my side of the story and be completely truthful and straight with everyone. Since Hussy has told so many lies about that, I want to straighten everyone out so that everyone is clear. Let me explain to you guys what happened. So I happen to live in Long Beach, California. During the summertime, it gets very, very hot, especially the deep summer months like June, July, August. It gets really hot here. And I've shown pictures of people on my community post of how hot it gets in my apartment. It can reach upwards of close to or at 100 degrees. That's very, very hot. Can you imagine living in a place that gets just that hot? When I first moved into my apartment, I had an air conditioner. Unfortunately, because it was a small model, it was one of those portable ones on the wheels that you put in the windowsill. It did not work so well. As far as apartments go, I have the nightmare as far as trying to stay cool. I have the high ceilings.
I love you, cooler is that you're like a sit down on a bucket of ice.
No, a swamp cooler is a type of air cooling system that only really works.
I love you,
in a dry climate.
You're like a father to me.
When I lived in New Mexico, a lot of the houses had those instead of air conditioners.
I love you, Brett.
It uses
Turn your fucking audio off.
It uses water and evaporative cooling to create cool air. You probably have them in Nevada, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
It only works well in dry climates. Like in Florida, a swamp cooler would not work well at all. So.
Yeah, like you'll hook water up to it, and it has a pump.
Yep.
And it pumps the water over.
It's kind of like an air conditioner, but it's not quite. You know it.
Yeah, it's using, I guess, the
Southwest
of the water itself.
To
cool the house.
Yeah, it uses the air vapor. It uses the air vapor to cool the air. I had one on top of my house in New Mexico. All of my houses when I lived in New Mexico, I lived in a few different places, and it usually be like right up on top of the house, and there'd be like one big vent that it would like shoot down into.
Yeah. When I was growing up, we had a really big one.
Yeah, you probably had it like duct. Did you have like different ducts that would go to different rooms and shit, or was it one big vent?
Just one big ass swamp cooler blown into one room, and then on the other sides of the house, you'd have the windows open.
Yep. Yeah, because it'd blow out. Yeah. Yeah, you could keep the windows open with a swamp cooler. Pretty interesting.
Well, you had to.
Yeah, because the pressure.
Open. I mean, if you didn't, you're just if anything, that's probably bad for your swamp cooler to be working it like that.
Yeah.
It's working extra hard.
Hussy's acting like he's loved on YouTube and everybody on here agrees with the stuff that's coming out of his mouth, and that's just not the case. He lies about a lot of different people here on social media.
California, it's dry desert heat, so any air conditioner is going to get a workout. But I did have one when I moved in. Unfortunately, it broke down, so all I had to rely on were box fans, and they can only do so much. Now, regarding the time period where I was going through this deep heat and basically melting, sitting in my own house, I was talking to Dee Higgins on the phone, and I mentioned to her that I was looking around at different air conditioners. I was very concerned because the place where I live at, it's also one of those old buildings.
I imagine you turn it on by yelling donkey.
Donkey!
Get out me swamp, donkey.
Wow, we're at 40%. That's amazing.
We're doing good, boy. We're destroying the ghoul, guys. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. I appreciate you all. And by the way, for all of you and Zap and everyone, if I get flustered and argue with you, it's not personal, and I don't hate you, and I don't want you to go away unless I'm like, fuck you, I'm blocking you, which I don't normally do. Not over something like that. Not an argument like that.
Easily triggered by the chat, guys. Don't get bothered by it.
Yeah.
He's a triggered little guy.
The Iron Sheik, to me, was a placeholder champion because they never had heel champions for a long time in those days. They'd have like Bruno Sammartino having the title for like 5 years without losing it. And then he'd lose it to Ivan Koloff. And then Ivan Koloff would have it for like a month. And then Pedro Morales would take it for like 3 years. And then Bruno would get it. And then I can't remember who Pedro lost it to, but it was like that. Superstar Billy Graham. That kind of stuff. So they had to give it to a good heel that looked tough, that looked like he could wrestle Hogan. And the Iron Sheik was a good one. Great heel. But then what's crazy was in the early 90s, they had the Iron Sheik become Colonel Mustafa, and he played an Iraqi colonel with Sergeant Slaughter and General Adnan, who was actually a childhood friend of Saddam Hussein, literally, which was crazy good for the storyline. When he was a kid, he grew up with Saddam Hussein. But anyway, they had, as part of that group, they had the Sergeant Slaughter, who was like America's hero, the Marine, betray America and become an Iraqi sympathizer. And then with him was General Adnan, a guy who literally in real life knew Saddam Hussein, and Colonel Mustafa, who was the Iron Sheik, who wasn't even Iraqi. And that's crazy because the Iraqis and the Iranians fought an insanely bloody war against each other. So it's insane for someone who's Iranian to even play an Iraqi soldier. Some crazy shit right there.
Runs on.
Yeah, we armed
Ben and Ray World of Podcasting. Would you consider Shabisky a jobber?
Yes. Yeah, he's enhancement talent. But yeah, oh God, what was I gonna say? I don't know.
And if you put too much electricity through, it will shut everything off. So I was looking around for something that would work for the building and also keep the space cool. And I was just talking to her on the phone, mind you, not asking her for anything. And Dee Higgins was the one who just out of the blue, by surprise,
all right, I can't even listen to this anymore. We're going to do the movie in a couple minutes here.
Fucking G-Man. DP Action News.
The interesting thing is, like, the guy who did the Iron Sheik, was a credible wrestler, like an actually really good wrestler, like Olympic level. And then eventually, because anyone who was not white by like colloquial white terms was given like an ethnic gimmick usually. And they made him the Sheik because of all the political turmoil with Iran. They made him like a Muslim Sheik, you know?
Yeah.
And they built that up because of that. And that kind of stuck with him. But it was just a ripoff of the original Sheik. There was another Sheik before the Iron Sheik in wrestling that was a heel that dressed kind of the same. That he wasn't as big and tough looking as the Iron Sheik, though. And he was Lebanese. Yeah. He was a Lebanese guy, the original Sheik. He was Sabu's uncle. Dude, I don't want to bring back the news. You know what? I will cover the election, and I'll cover some of the debates. I want to watch James Tallarico debate Paxton, if Paxton is man enough to show up. A few of those debates I'll watch. I'll cover the election. I just can't deal with the nonstop bullshit. And then it's making my life worse, like noticeably worse every day. So it's hard to put on a smile and do a stream for several hours talking about political shit, because I just think it's terrible.
Pin that link, boy.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Boy.
Yes, Hogan was an Italian posing as an Irishman, and Vince Sr. wanted him to dye his hair red, but he was already bleaching it because he wanted to be superstar Billy Graham. So
Shabisky reminds me of Hornswoggle.
Yeah? I knew it. I think I saw it. I don't know if this was clickbait. Give me a second. I'm going to pin the link to tonight's film that we're going to watch and react to.
Review. Yeah, we're doing a movie review.
A movie review.
Ghostbusters, guys.
Gross fuckers.
Link in the chat. Yes, ghost fuckers. We're going to fuck the shit out of the ghosts.
Oh.
It's the two in the middle are ghost fuckers. The two on the outside, they're gross fuckers. Even the ghosts won't fuck them. They can only watch us. They're cucks. It's true. It's true. We do all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, Hornswoggle.
We're gonna do that thing. What's that clay thing called on the spinning thing?
Yeah, here it is. I actually saw this picture today. So Hornswoggle was a midget wrestler. Actually, Hornswoggle likes to be called that. I've seen interviews with him.
Yeah.
But this is a picture of him with his son. Could you imagine being a teenager and knowing you could beat up your dad so easily?
That's interesting.
Because most little people carry the gene that doesn't have dwarfism. You know what I mean? They have both.
Yeah, I mean,
there was a family that went to my elementary school, and some of them were, and some of them weren't, which was kind of weird because the mom and the dad both were. So they come in, and there was the two kids. I think they had 4 kids, and 2 of them did have dwarfism, and the other 2 didn't. So it was crazy to see a 6th grader that was way taller than his dad. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know genetics so well and stuff like that, but this doesn't surprise me. This seems like it makes sense.
It's normal. Do you remember there was a reality show called Little People, Big World, and it was a big family, and the 2 parents were little people, and they had a bunch of kids, and 2 of the kids didn't have the dwarfism gene. So
I slightly remember the show. I don't remember the kids or whatever very well, but I remember it slightly. Yeah. Yeah, you're talking about, and yeah, I mean, it's like, I mean, technically, someone who's white couldn't have a black baby, right? If
there has to be the genetics for that. Now, technically, someone who's black can be white if they're albino, but that's a mutation. No.
I thought if you went down the
no.
line-
There's no chance of like, let's say like a couple that has like red hair and like pale skin, like ginger freckled skin. There's no chance of them just randomly having a black baby. There'd have to be like a recessive gene far enough back. It couldn't be too far away, but there could be.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
No. If it's been like thousands of years since there was anything like that, it's very unlikely. Michael Jackson had like a skin pigment disorder. It wasn't genetic, or it was it wasn't his race.
Boy. Cheers, you guys.
If anyone wants to fact check me on that, feel free.
When I looked it up just now, it said that yes, two white parents can biologically have a baby with significantly darker or black skin under rare genetic circumstances.
Rare genetic circumstances. What's the likelihood? Like, does it give you a percentage? I think it would be like less than 1%.
See what it says. Ask it. So virtually 0 or 1 in a million.
Yeah. So yeah, it's possible, but it's insanely unlikely that it almost never happened. Like, can we find?
Oh yeah.
Recorded instances of like how many actual recorded instances? Sure, how many of them out of like the entire medical history? But then like albinism is way more common than that, where like people are just born without skin pigment.
Albinos. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do the movie in a minute here. I have to go to the bathroom before we do it, and then we'll come back and do it.
We're gonna watch Gross Fuckers, or whatever it's called. Boy. So yeah, the link is pinned in the chat, guys. We're gonna watch Ghostbusters. This will be my first time watching Ghostbusters. Link in the chat. You can watch it with us. Like some sort of cool guys. You know what I'm saying? Boy. Shut up, cousin Matt. That's my baby. Okay? I don't care if they're black, they're still my baby. All right? They're my 1 in a million little angel. Cheers. Better not be a little retard, boy, I tell ye. Better not be a little retard, boy, it's true. Oh, damn, boy. Should I chug a couple more beers? That'd be crazy. Everyone was making fun of you while you were gone, Ben. But they don't know Ben's back. It's a secret. Do you ever worry about... Yeah, We're all about cirrhosis.
All right, so I want to go back to something I said earlier because I think you might have typed in your question wrong. So what I said was two like Celtic looking, like ginger, red-haired, very pale white skin. I said it was impossible for them to have a black baby. You probably just checked, oh, is it possible for two white parents? Now,
Oh, well, I mean, I said two white people. You said that.
Yes.
But sure.
I spelled it wrong, but it literally says it is genetically impossible for two biological parents with true red ginger hair to have a child with naturally black.
So those, yeah, something wrong with them gingers.
I mean,
they can't even have black babies.
Well, it would mean that they don't have any black ancestry at all. Like they would have none.
Yeah.
So how could that happen? You know? So
yeah, if that's the case, yeah, sounds like it makes sense, and whatnot, it all makes all sorts of sense.
Yes, I remember they can't tan saga, and I was right, and you can look it up. Like it can be looked up. Like first of all, we have to define what we mean by tan. Like tan is like a shade of brown. And if someone's ginger, their skin color, they could never, they would turn red. They would never turn brown. Like, they can't tan. I've seen it. I've known many a ginger. And ginger doesn't just mean red hair. There's like a specific gene that was showing there that makes you like ginger, like pale white skin, freckles, red hair. Can albinos tan? I don't think so because they don't have any melanin. They don't have any pigment in their skin. That's like a genetic mutation, being albino.
You're lying, boy. You scamming us? Hmm?
Yeah, I've met albinos that wear like very thick sunglasses and shit because they can't let like bright light into their eyes, that kind of thing. Yep, that is true. All right, I think we're gonna go do this. I've had a few drinks. It's gonna be fun. You've never seen this movie, Ghostbusters. It's one of the all-time great comedies of the 80s.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've seen the one that's all females.
I seen the one. What are you, Brett Keane?
I seen it. Yeah, I seen the one. All right, so yeah, we're moving over to the private show, guys. Link in the chat and the description below, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna switch your thing before we end this, otherwise I'll forget.
Better not forget, boy.
Let's see. I'll stop sharing.
Not forget, boy. I tell ye. Better not forget, Ben, boy. It's true.
Ben, boy. Ben, boy.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. We'll see you all next time.
Click the link pinned in the chat. Let's watch the movie.
Let's do it.